What's up, guys? Your boy OG back with another video. I just wanted to make this video so I can cover day one of NBA free agency. It was a pretty good one. Hopefully you'll stick around and watch. Real quick, I just wanted to give an update on the merch. Your boy ran into a little financial situation this weekend. I lost a game to the Russian mob on a subway in a game of Go Fish. I owe them thousands of dollars, so they're after me right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have the finances to order the merch right now. So yeah, stay tuned on that. Once I get that Russian mob thing situated, merch should be on the way. But for now, I fear for my life. But like I was saying, man, pretty eventful day in the first day of free agency. I just want to get through the re-signings first, and then we'll get to guys who are on the move. First, the Heat signed Jimmy Butler to a max extension. I believe it's 5 years. Don't really like that deal. I'm probably one of the few guys who will say Jimmy Butler might not be worth the max money. He is very efficient, and he is a stat sheet stuffer. He gives it to you on both ends of the floor. But I really just don't know if he's that guy. And I think that's another reason why they brought in Kyle Lowry. I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, Jimmy Butler's max contract, not really a great fan of it. You're paying him, what, I believe it's $50 million in the last year of that contract when he's 36 years old. Definitely not going to be a good look for the Miami Heat. Don't know what they were thinking with that. They also re-signed Duncan Robinson to a 5-year, $90 million deal, which I think is an all right deal. A little bit of an overpay, but you locked him up for a very long time, which is good. He's a great shooter. Yeah, he's one of the best in the league right now. I think probably behind like Joe Harris, just as like that role of a white shooter off the just like, yeah, he can give you like either 24 or like 10 in a night, and that's really it. He doesn't provide anything else but sharp shooting. It's good to have a guy like that. The Lakers needed that, and the Lakers still don't have that. As you can see by their signings yesterday, which I wasn't really a fan of. Like I said, I'll get into that later because it's a lot. It's a lot. Who else re-signed? Fuck. Just give me 1 sec, man. Gotta readjust. Oh yeah. Chris Paul re-signs with the Phoenix Suns on a 4-year deal. Another deal I'm not really a fan of because Chris Paul is really getting up there in age. He's not really gonna help the Suns win the championship this year. I think just a month ago was really their only chance at actually getting to the NBA Finals or winning it. I don't know if they'll be back. It's probably going to be after this Chris Paul contract is over because it's not a very good contract. They're not going to be able to get anyone else for a while. Yeah, kind of sucks. Trae Young re-signs with the Hawks for $200 million. I believe that's around the same contract that Luka is going to get with the Mavericks. Both 5-year deals, I believe. Yeah, great for the Hawks. I don't know how they're going to get John Collins back. I don't think they're going to get John Collins back. But, yeah, they're going to need some help with rebuilding because Trae Young is not going to cut it. And losing John Collins is going to be huge for them. So I really want to see what the Hawks do with the rest of free agency. But I don't think it's going to be a lot. They're not looking good for next season right now. Yeah. Congrats to Trae Young and Luka both for getting those $200 million contracts, but I think Luka is definitely gonna be in a better situation for the next 5 years. I think people are actually gonna want to go to Dallas. The Knicks re-signed Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks, both for pretty like lengthy contracts, I believe. They got them locked up for a decent amount. Neither of them are really like overpaying contracts. I think they both provide a great role for the Knicks. I just don't know if the Knicks are gonna really improve next season. Like, I don't even know if they're gonna be the 4 seed again next season because other teams in the East are really making moves, as you saw with the Miami Heat. I think Miami Heat are gonna surpass the Knicks next season for sure. Yeah, like definitely one of the best off seasons so far is the Miami Heat. I think they're doing it better than the Lakers right now. People are severely overrating this Lakers off season right now, man. I don't like this shit at all. And it all started with the Westbrook trade, honestly. But yeah, like I said, getting into that in just a second. Jared Allen re-signed with the Cavs, 5 years, 100 mil. I think that's a great deal. That's not even an overpay, and they're a very small market, so that's a great deal for a guy like Jared Allen. You only had to pay him what, like an extra 10 mil compared to Duncan Robinson, and I think Jared Allen does so much more than Duncan Robinson for a team. Yeah, I like the Cavs. I like the Cavs rebuild right now. They're looking nice. They just got to keep Sexton, Garland, and Jared Allen locked up for the near future, and they'll be great. They'll be awesome. I don't think Isaac Okoro is really gonna do anything after seeing him last season, but it's too early to give up on guys like that. Mike Conley also agreed to a 3-year deal with the Grizzlies. Pretty good contract. I think Bobby Portis has come back with the Bucks as well for 2 years. So yeah, other than that, I think that's about it for the guys who are returning. Now let's get into the free agency movers, which is actually pretty big this year. There are a lot of guys on the move, especially in the point guard market. Lonzo Ball, he pretty much kicked off free agency because Shams at 6 o'clock on the dot announced that he's signing a $85 million contract for, I believe, 4 years with the Chicago Bulls. And I'm going to love the Chicago Bulls next season. I think they will be better than the Knicks. You heard it here first. OG is a goddamn prophet, okay? So if you hear it here first, it's happening. They're going to be better than the Knicks. The Bulls will have a better record than the Knicks, okay? Let me just get that out of the way. I'm tired of people hyping up the Knicks after one good season, guys. One good bubble season, guys. Come on. The Bulls will be better than the Knicks. They're just not very well coached or anything like that. So that's one concern you have. But they're definitely a way better built team. I know Knicks fans really wanted Lonzo at some point last season. I don't know if they still wanted that now, considering you have Quickly, who I think can really emerge as like a top point guard this season. I don't know if he'll be like a top 10 point guard, but he could be like, middle of the pack type ish. But yeah, anyways, I really love the Bulls next season with Vucevic. Zach LaVine, who I don't know if they actually locked up Zach LaVine for the long term yet, but they also got Lonzo Ball. It's kind of crazy seeing these guys play in the Olympics when they have like literal free agent signings to do in the same day. Like I watched USA play. I don't even remember who they played. It was like 2 a.m. So they're playing Spain. And JaVale McGee was playing. Like, JaVale McGee literally just signed to the Suns, like, that same day. Crazy. All right, anyways, man, I got to move on. Devontae Graham goes to the Pelicans. Deal I really do not like or really care about. I'm so, I don't have any expectations for the Pelicans at all next season. So either way, I'm going to be surprised with how they turn out. I don't really see them as, like, an emerging team in this league. They're not going to be very good. They're going to be lacking defense like heavy next season, especially after getting Devontae now and losing Lonzo. That's not a good look. Definitely want to see them do well though, because Zion and Bi, those are my boys. I don't know if they still have Josh Hart, but that's still my geyser, as you saw in the last video. I think it's pretty cool that the Milwaukee Bucks did not bring in any shooting guard or small forward, just so my guy Jordan Noah can get more minutes next season. I think he's going to be, probably in the first rotation, honestly, now that Bryn Forbes is left. So that's clutch. We need to see that. We need to see Bud play his younger guys more because he never wants to trust them. My bad, guys. It wouldn't be an OG video if I didn't rant about Jordan Noah for just a minute. But like the Lowry trade. Or I don't even remember if it was a trade or a signing trade, whatever that is. I kind of like the deal for the Heat because, like I said, I don't think Jimmy Butler can be that guy that you can just rely on. So it's important to have a second option like Kyle Lowry, similar to like DeMar and Kyle Lowry in Toronto all those years ago. But I think Prime DeMar was a better player than Jimmy Butler is right now. Either way, I think the Heat are going to be like kind of middle of the pack in the East. I don't think they're going to be that great considering Philly just got Andre Drummond. So they're improving still. They did lose Dwight Howard to the Lakers, which I'm a little souped about. We could have had him last season, especially considering Marc Gasol absolutely sucked ass At no point last year did I want Marc Gasol on this team. He never had one single game where I was like, man, if we didn't have Marc Gasol, we would have lost that game. I've never said that in my entire life. Like, I swear to God. Yeah, the Lakers, like I said, their moves really did not impress me at all. What did they get? Ken Bazemore for a year, Trevor Ariza for a year, Dwight Howard for a year, and I believe it was the fourth guy was Solomon Hill or something like that. I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. No shooters whatsoever. Just because Kent Bazemore played for the Warriors last season does not make him a shooter. It's just baffling. You know, I mean, they're not going to be good. I don't know why people are going crazy for Rob Pelinka on Twitter right now, saying the Lakers are winning free agency. Bro, who the fuck was gunning for Trevor Ariza and Kent Bazemore? Was their market really that competitive? Like, did the Lakers really just come out and shock everyone by getting these guys? I didn't know a single team that had those two on their radar. Like I said, I really don't care about those deals. The Dwight Howard one, like I said, is pretty cool, but I would have much rather preferred they get like a Rudy Gay type guy who can actually shoot the ball. It's just this shit with the Lakers every free agency, it feels like. I mean, they'll make the splash trades that they need to, but when it comes to free agency, we really strike out more than we hit home runs. Like, for real, dude. When was the last great free agent signing the Lakers had? You let me know, because they feel like they've all been misses lately. Knicks get Evan Fournier, little sharpshooter from Orlando, spent like half the season in Boston last year. I kind of like the signing, a little bit of an overpay, but it's like, you know, it's classic Knicks free agency. Like, we had these big expectations, even though there wasn't like it's not a great offseason. The free agent market is not huge or anything, and there's definitely not that much talent in it. But still, we always expect the Knicks to finally get their guy in free agency, and it just never happens. Never ever happens. You expect a guy like Dame Lillard or Kawhi or Chris Paul, and then it's Evan fucking Fournier. That's what happens with the Knicks, and that you gotta love it. You gotta love it because it's every single year. Don't ever change Knicks. Don't ever change Knicks fans for getting your hopes up with this bullshit every single year, so we can just laugh in your face because it's just a classic at this point, laughing at Knicks fans. You know, this is one of those free agencies where it's kind of surprising to see almost no contenders are really making moves for free agents besides re-signing their guys. Like the Brooklyn Nets, I don't think they've signed a single free agent. They've just been re-signing and extending their current guys. Blake Griffin, Bruce Brown, all those guys. Clippers get Nick Batum back. I don't know if they made any other re-signings, but yeah, like I said, they're really not changing up the formula at all. I don't know what that's going to be like for the Clippers, but I know the Nets will be just fine if they don't change up the formula at all. They just got to pray on good health, man. But when you have three injury-prone guys, it's not very good to just bank on a healthy season. But congrats. Probably going to end this video off here. Appreciate you guys watching, man. Always drop a like. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe. Your boy OG. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully when football starts, man. Or I'll make some fantasy content if you guys are into that too. Anyways, fuck you.